You see this right here? This is a compost roller. And if you want to fertilize your lawn, you can actually bypass the fertilizer and go with a compost roller and put this compost all over your lawn. Look, for about 50 bucks, you can get an entire truckload of compost that you can put out on your lawn. And this will actually take the place of a fertilizer. Now you can put some peat moss out or a composted manure, cow manure, but you want it to be composted manure. Again, this is actually treating your soil. The soil is actually what feeds the plant. Synthetic fertilizer feeds the plant only. It only going to feed the grass. So I'm a big fan of organic fertilizing. The benefits of it far outweigh the synthetic stuff. And this is my compost roller. Now I'm about to get this and roll this compost out everywhere. And this is a daunting task for a lot. Now, a lot of people say one of the reasons why they don't do the compost or top dressing is it's more expensive than organic or using synthetic fertilizer, which is totally false. Well, it's false now, maybe because of the recent things that happened with the pandemic or something. With all the price gouging, fertilizer can be up to $80 a bag now. That is a lot of money when you can get a whole truckload of compost for about $50. Now that's at my local place where I get all my dirt and stuff like that. That's like $50 and I can fill this whole entire bed up. But still, taking that out and putting that out there, I'm a fat dude. I'm trying to lose some weight, but I need that. However, I do understand that not everyone wants to go through that much work. It's much easier to buy some synthetic stuff, throw it off in there, but that synthetic fertilizer comes with so much other stuff that you don't know about that's causing most of the issues in your lawn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to turn a whole truck bed full of fertilizer into a liquid form. Hey y'all, it's real easy to do. Hey, check this out. All you're gonna need is like a 5-gallon bucket of water. I want you to fill this bad boy up full of water, and then I want you to sit it out on a nice sunny day so the sun can dry up all the chlorine that's inside it, because you're going to use some tap water. If you got some regular rainwater, you don't have to go through this process. Okay, the next thing you're going to need is some compost. I like cow manure and compost. I like composted cow manure. You're only going to use about probably 2 or 3 cups of this, not that much. So get your bag of composted manure. So the next thing you're gonna need is a strainer, like a paint strainer. And the reason why you want to put the compost inside of here, and then you want to tie it up and drop. You don't need no more than a few cups of it. Okay, now that you got your compost and your strainer and your bucket of water, dechlorinated water, now I want you to add some molasses to it. This right here is gonna feed the microbes. You want the microbes full and fat and growing. You want them thriving. The next thing I want you to do is add you some humic acid to it. The amount on this, you only need a few ounces. I would say put about 3 ounces off in there, 3 or 4 ounces of this black molasses. We're gonna do about 2 ounces of this humic, and we're gonna go ahead and throw in some kelp as well, 2 ounces. Okay, before I go a little further, this is actually extra. This is extra. You can actually take the composted manure, put it off in this deal here. Maybe throw something like some fish fertilizer off inside of it, and let it sit there and stir it for about 7 days. Stir it every day for 7 days. But you know how extra and I'm above and beyond, and I want this stuff to go further. So this is where I suggest, and if in case people who follow me, you know, this is part of my pimp juice, we're gonna go ahead and add all of this, a couple ounces of these and maybe 3 to 4 ounces of the molasses, and I'm still gonna put a couple ounces of this fish fertilizer in there. All of that go off in this container here, and you're gonna stir it once a day for about 7 days. So like if you start this, and it probably could be done within 5 days, but you know, I like to start, if I started on a Friday or maybe even a Monday, it'd be done for the next weekend. So now that you've added all these ingredients into this bucket, take this bucket and set it in the garage somewhere in the corner where it's untouched, and leave it. This is a lot of bacteria that you're growing, and it is not going to be for human consumption or even dogs. This is going to be for your lawn only. And with that being said, this is going to be completely high dosage. There's going to be a lot of microbes and stuff in here, so much so that if you pour it on your lawn, it will definitely, if not kill it, it's going to stun it back, because it's all concentrated. It's going to be a very concentrated form. This 5-gallon bucket is probably be able to run probably an acre or more, maybe even 2 acres. And for me, I do have that much, so I'm going to be mixing mine, pouring mine in here, probably at a rate of about 6 to 7 ounces per 1,000 square feet per gallon. I think everyone else, you probably will be putting it in something like this. This is your backpack sprayer. Just go ahead and put your 5 to 6 ounces per gallon off in there and spread out, and now you'll be throwing all kinds of microbes out into your lawn. Okay, for my impatient people, this is what I got for you. We're gonna use this. This is an aerator. So this right here will actually reduce the time to make this concoction to about 48 hours. You just throw the aerator inside the water, plug it up, and you don't have to stir it or anything. You just put it off inside the water and let it go. So now you got a whole mess of composted tea that you can spray on a huge area. Like I said, I'm going to put it on a couple acres for me. You can take it and use it and put it on whatever you use for yourself. Now this stuff right here, after you aerate it, you know what? You don't keep it around. Go ahead and dump out whatever you don't need and make it as you go. This is great for organic gardening also. Make sure you're not taking this and pouring it in directly. It's too concentrated at that point. You still need to take it and turn it into either a foliar alp, or you can apply it to the soil, but you need to dilute it first before you put this out. Don't put this out at full strength, because this is super concentrated. I know I said that 1,000 times, but I want you to know that it's super concentrated, and too much of anything, that's going to make it toxic. If you haven't liked and subscribed to your channel, I would like for you to do so right now, because I got a lot more to go.